Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm just doing a little bit knitting. I'll be going down my granddaughter's later. And I'm just doing a little bit knitting before I go down there. And this is the second time I've started the sleeve on. This is one of the little cardigans I'm doing for Rianne. I'm doing the 22-inch one, and I'm going to show you a little mistake I made. I already have the back and the two fronts of the 22-inch done, and I thought I'd start the sleeve. Well, I have a couple of books here. One book, I just jot things down as I'm knitting. This is my one for all the different things that I make. And then when I've finished, I put it down in this book. And this has got the proper, because I'm putting a lot of these patterns into PDF format, I want them written out properly. So I have things written, you know, one row, first row, second row, 3 row, and so on like that. That's the way I write them all down. And I was doing I've got in the 22. Yes. I'm doing this one in a multiple sizes. I'm doing it from 16 to 24, and it's open moss stitch pattern. Now I've already done a 20-inch and a 22-inch before, so I had all the instructions written down in my book. So I just copied the instructions that I had and wrote it down exactly row by row and how for get ready for the PDF. So I started on the sleeve. And you know, Sheila, you should read these things properly before you start, because I thought I was onto the 22 page, the 22 size, but it wasn't. It was a 20 size. And I'm knitting. I had so much done. I'm knitting away, and I think I had 30 stitches on for the sleeve. And I'm saying to myself, I could have sworn I had more stitches than that on for the 22. And I thought, oh, I must be wrong. So I kept on knitting and got so far up, and then I'm looking at the number of stitches I would have, and I think it said 38 stitches on the pattern I was looking at. Oh, 38, I need more than 38 stitches for a 22. And then I looked at the top of the page and realised I was on the 20-inch one instead of the 22-inch one for the sleeve. So I got really annoyed. So I've just put it on a spare needle. I'm not going to pull it out because I am going to do PDFs for another. I'm doing the order I'm doing at the moment is for a 22 and a 24. And the pattern is going to be 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24. So after I've done these two, I will need to do the instructions for the 16, the 18 and the 20. And I was going to knit each one to make sure I got all the pattern stitches and everything right. So I'm just going to leave this for when I do the 20-inch size. I've got part of the sleeve done. And it'll have to be in white because I've got plenty of this white. So I was just going to use different colours, you know, single balls, like for the smaller sizes and that. But I would probably need an extra bit in the one ball for the 22 anyway. So that's that one anyway. So I have started. I have lost the needle there. I'd started casting on the stitches for the proper 22-inch that I should have done in the first place. But in the meantime, I've been doing this one. I do these ones of a night time. The little ones I do during the day, but these I do after I've had my tea. Usually from about 6:30 until I go to bed, about 12. Normally I sit and knit these. Well, I've managed to get the back finished. And that's the hardest part, is the back. Because the back's the largest part and it takes the longest to do. So I'll fly away with the rest with a smaller size. And that one is also, I'm doing a tutorial. I'm doing a tutorial on everything I'm knitting at the moment. But I've just done a bit of the tutorial for this one. And I'll also put this one, it'll fit a 40 to 42 inch. because the lady wants a 40, so I'm doing its actual measurement. It'll be 42 when it's finished. So this one will be in a PDF format as well when I get this one finished. And this was a one I have finished. The 28-inch blue. It looks large on there, but it's not actually. It measures about 30 inches across. I'm holding it up here. And this one is spoken for. This Kathleen wants this one, so I'll be sending this off to Kathleen tomorrow. But I got this one all finished and put it up on, I'm in one or two knitting groups on Facebook, Knitting Network, and another one that does patterns, that puts patterns up. Now the Knitting Network one, I thought a lot of people, you know, have said they can have the PDF pattern if they want it. And I thought, rather than me having to keep sending out emails all the time, which I've had to do for the other ones I've done, they have files on the Knitting Network. And so I put the PDF, all the PDFs I had, I put into there, and they can download them themselves without having to email me. And I have had quite a lot I've been downloading, but quite a lot I've been coming onto Messenger on Facebook and asking me how to get it, and or that some had tried to download it on their phones, and it wouldn't download on their phones. I could download it, but it was come up as a corrupt file. So they was messaging me and asking how else they could get it. So I was still having to send out emails, because it works okay on an email and it works okay on a tablet, but not every mobile phone. Mine is a Samsung mobile phone, and it came up as a corrupt file on my Samsung phone. So for some reason, it won't, that PDF won't download on all mobile phones, the PDF I'm talking about. So I was still having to send out emails, and I'm still getting emails. A lot of people are still emailing me and asking me for not just this one a lot, but they all seem to like the raglan. That's what they all seem to prefer, the raglan. Don't know what it is, but I'm not very keen on doing the you know what you call, not the set-in sleeves, but the drop shoulders, which seem to be a lot of children's ones are like that, and I don't like them. I made myself a cardigan. I never ever do drop shoulders for myself. I like this. These are set-in sleeves on mine, but I do a raglan now and again. But whenever I do a drop shoulder, it's always uncomfortable under the arms. You never seem to get enough depth down the arm. And I crocheted one for myself, and I've done it like that. And that one is, I haven't put it in a bag yet, but it's going to one of those charity bags because I cannot wear it. I've tried to wear it, it's uncomfortable and it bunches up under the arms and that. So I prefer this type, like what I'm wearing, set-in sleeves or raglans myself. And everybody else that were asking for my PDFs, because the children's ones were all in raglan, that seems to be what they prefer. So that one's going out. I'm posting this one out to you, Kathleen, tomorrow, Monday. I'll fold it back up. Now, it is 28 inch, but it does measure 30, because I do like to give a little bit extra grown room in children's ones, so they last a little bit longer. That's that one. So that's another one of my works in progress that I had, that's off my hands. And the next one I'll be doing, the next work in progress one, after I finish the little white cardigans, I'll be doing this one, because I've had this one for quite some time as well, the cable and mustard. It's just going to be a little boy's 26-inch cardigan. This is in Aran, this one, so it'll be a little bit warmer for the winter. Well, it's 26, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be a 24 actually. Like, it looks a little bit, I'll measure the length. Oh no, it is 11.5 inches length. It just seemed to look a little bit short. Don't know what the body is. And the back, before it's sewn up, says 14 inches, so it's going to be a 26-inch definitely. I'll be working on that, and then when I finish this here is my last large order until October. I'm not taking any orders off anybody until, except little ones. I will take little ones, you know, little baby ones, but these ones I'm not taking any till October because I want to knit one or two for myself. I have such a lot of wool that's been sent to me for to knit things for myself, and I haven't got time to knit them because I'm busy knitting other people. So that one, when that one's finished, there'll be no more large orders until October, after the summer's over. But now I'm going to my granddaughter's today. I will be taking this down. This is a blanket I need to finish for the lady who I did a couple of little baby cardigans for, because she's coming up, I think 27th, I think she said she's coming up to her daughter. So I have to finish that for her coming up. She's usually up for about 6 weeks, so, but I want to get it finished because she'll probably want to see it when she comes. So I'll take that down my granddaughter today, and I'll get a little bit of that done when I'm down there. So I haven't been to my granddaughter's for a while because they've had some sort of sickness bug in the house. I wasn't there Wednesday, and I wasn't there last Sunday either. So the kids have never got their sweets. They don't usually get sweets off me on a Sunday, but I'll be taking them down today because Tommy, the middle one, he always asks if I've got sweets. And I keep telling them I don't bring sweets on a Sunday, but I'll have to tell them it's only this Sunday. It's Wednesday when you get your sweets and your pocket money off me. So that's what I'll be doing when I go down there. Now I was at my bingo on Thursday. Well, I went for a meal first with my friend, and we were meeting a couple who we used to do a quiz with on a Monday night before all this COVID thing started. We're going to meet her and her husband, but there was only the lady came because I think her husband had been out having a drink in that earlier on in the day, so she only came. So, but we had a good meal, good laugh, a good talk, and that because I hadn't seen her for about 2 years, but my friend had seen her because naturally she lives in the same area as her, but I don't live in that area, so I hadn't seen her. And my friend was sitting, and she was sitting, me and Linda, they call the other lady, were having a good talk and that, and my friend was sitting, you know, she says, between the two of you, I can't get a word in edgeways. Oh, I'm saying, shut up, man, we haven't seen each other for ages. So we had a good meal and that, and then we went, with me and my friend Anne, we went straight on to the bingo. After that, Linda went home. But I will be out next week. I'm going to my bingo on Thursday, and then I'll be out on Saturday night as well, because me and my friend are going to another pub called the Poachers where we live, where there's a group that she's mad about. I'm not particularly mad about. I like them, but they're good old rock and roll songs that they sing from our era. They're called the Troubleshooters. We're going to see that group, and I think her son and his partner are coming with us as well. Normally, my friend would say that, you know, why don't you just leave your car at ours? You can stop at my house tonight and we'll get a taxi there. But I like to sleep in my own bed. I don't mind just having an odd shandy for the night, and I'll probably have one shandy and then maybe just drink just Coke or something like that the rest of the night. And the diversions were still on when I went home on Thursday. It's supposed to, like I'm saying, it's supposed to be finished, these diversions on the A1. The A1, whatever they're doing, is supposed to be finished by August, but I cannot see that happening. But honestly, it didn't take me that long to get home, because when I first started going through these diversions, I was driving a lot slower because I was looking for the signs for the diversions. But I've been through them that many times now, I know exactly where they are, and I just travel on like I know where I'm going home, you know. It doesn't take me quite as long as it used to, because I get home a little bit quicker because I drive a little bit faster. Well, only at the speed limit though. So anyway, I'll be going to my granddaughter soon, so that's my little bit for today. And as you can see, I'm wearing a cardigan today. It is a lot cooler, but it is quite a good temperature today. But I've got my windows in my living room open because the wind is blowing this way, and it's quite cold actually, the wind, but I've opened the windows to blow the heat out of the house actually, because after that, all that heat we had on last Monday and Tuesday it was, I couldn't get rid of the heat out of my house. It seemed the bricks in the walls were heated up, and that was heating up the inside of the house as well. So I've opened all the windows everywhere in the house, and the wind is blowing from the front way. I don't know what direction it is, north, south, northeast, southeast or what, but it's blowing across into my living room, and I was quite goose pimples and everything. I had to put my cardigan on. But I'll be taking it off when I go out, because I know I'll not need it. It's just inside my house while the wind's blowing. So anyway, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.